Alright, welcome to KingdomCome Deliverance. I was having an odd audio issue for a second. We are on the search for Riki still. So now I think our next thing to do is to talk to Riki's dad. But first, let's see, we're still drunk. Oh well. Oh, and now I have these. So let's see. I'll take the first aid, because first aid is always useful. And for the other one, I mean, where I gotta wait? I gotta wait for level 8 to get the next one, and level 10 for first aid 3. I'll take the second. Brute, Cloak and Dagger, Golden Tongue, Juggler, Ken, Scholar. These are all trade-off ones. I'll pick up Burger. Henry seems more like a city boy. Alright, so now that I got all that, I should check to see. I think that might be I'll go and check it in a minute. We'll go talk to Riki's dad. To Tanner.
God be with you.
I'm looking for your son. Any idea where he might be?
I don't know nothing.
Don't you at least know where he usually goes? It's important.
Hinek shows up at home once in a blue moon, so I don't know nothing about where he gets to. Even if I did, why would I tell every Tom, Dick and Harry?
Watch your tongue, peasant. I'm an envoy of Sir Radzig Kobyla, and this is an official investigation. Stop trying to put me off, and tell me where your son is right now.
I apologize if I offended you, young man. But still, I don't know where Hinek is. He turned up at the house a while back, but then he vanished again in a hurry.
And you don't know where he went? What?
Look, it's been clear to me for a long time that my boy was headed for the gallows. But I'm still his father, right? And you can't expect me to rat on my own son.
If you value your son's life at all, you better pray I find him, because I'm not the only one looking for him.
That's no surprise. But what of it? If you're here on behalf of Sir Radzig, there's nothing waiting for Hinek but the gibbet.
It doesn't have to be that way. If Hinek cooperates, he can save his neck.
I can't say you put my mind at ease. But to hell with it. I'll tell you what I know. All right. He was here a few days ago, but he left right away. He looked like he was in a hurry.
And you don't know where he went?
I've got an idea, but I don't know where it is exactly.
I don't follow.
Hinek makes some money on the side from poaching. He boasted to me a few times about what a great hideout he found in the woods, but he never told me where it is.
Well, it's not much to go on, but it's better than nothing. Thank you. I'd like to talk to you.
I'm very busy.
Do you at least know any friends he's with, or someone he goes to see?
As far as I know, nobody here in the village talks to him.
No one at all?
No, no one. Tanning and currying stink, you know. He has nobody but me, and you can see how he treats his old man, the ingrate. Go, and if he's really in as much shit as you say, what the hell was that?
Head back into the rest of town. trader. I believe I can get something I actually need in here.
I'm honored that a knight such...
Let's see. No. Nope. I doubt... Oh, he does have... Oh, he has marigold potions. I'll grab a couple of those right now, because I'm going to need... Let's see, anything in here? Oh. Scobathon Strength. I can actually use that right now. Do I have anything I really want to sell? Nope. 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 We'll haggle
Let's
for
have a
that.
word about the price.
Sure, why not?
Is this enough?
That's not enough. See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
Now we're going to stop for a brief second here.
Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum, veniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua.
There. Starting to get feeling like I was getting a little, my ears were getting a little blown out. So now, don't have armor, blacksmith. Now I can repair my boots. And you can see, so the math for how fast everything gets repaired is based primarily on how much something's worth. So those noble boots that are nice and expensive take a whole lot more of a kit to repair than a regular pair of boots, even though the amount of work you'd actually have to do for both of them would be close to the same.
Thief! Thief! You're not getting away from me! Yeah. You won't get away! Thief! Thief! Gone! You'd like to try now? Way off!
There we go.
Oh dear, did that hurt?
Good health to you. Good luck to you.
You showed him. Thank you, that thieving magpie. You can't trust anyone these days. And just so you know, I'm no pinch purse. Here's a small reward.
Thanks.
Let's talk to the bailiff now about Riki.
So you know this Hinnock. Can you tell me something about him?
Well, not much, I confess. Most of the village folk avoid him like the plague.
Why is that?
No one with a nose likes spending too much time around tanners. And that Riki keeps bad company. I've never heard a good word said about him.
Don't tell me there's not a single person who talks to him.
Well, he's been seen around with one of the bathhouse wenches. Adela, I believe she's called.
Why has he got such a bad name?
Well, like his old man, he doesn't talk much to anyone. And then he's always skulking off somewhere. I heard he got a taste of the pillory and retired for thieving. And in Neuhof, he got boozed up in the alehouse with his cronies, and they beat up some merchants.
So a bit more than high spirits.
Just so. We're all honest folk here, and we've no use for the likes of him. Take care.
God save. How may I help you? Good night.
I'd like to.
So the
order
bathhouse services.
So what are you interested in?
So the bath, you can actually just have a bath and get them to clean your clothes. You can get them to heal your wounds. You can do both of it. To pay for a wench and everything that goes with it.
Heard you have nice girls here.
But of course. Money first, though.
Fine. Here it is.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied. Good luck.
And yeah, it's just a cutscene and a 3-hour wait. Bravo, Henry. You can do this. Pretty much every bathhouse is like that. So now... Oh, here's Adela. Okay, we can talk to her real quick.
I heard you've been seeing Hinek, the tanner's son.
So what? Come to preach at me, have you? That I'm a loose woman, a sinner, that I seduce decent men?
God, no, nothing like that. It's just that you're the only one in the village who sees Hinek, so I came to ask you about him.
Aye, I've seen him often enough. I don't know what I could tell you about him.
Where can I find Hinek?
I haven't seen him in the village for a few days. He must have run off to the woods again.
Does he do that often?
From time to time.
What the hell does he get up to there?
I don't know.
He goes to the woods from time to time. That smells fishy to me.
What do you mean? There's no law against it, is there?
With all the footpads, looters, cumans, and God knows what other vermin around, it's not the sort of thing an honest man would do.
But Hinek doesn't have anything to do with those people.
Oh, really? Then what does he do there? I don't imagine he's gathering mushrooms.
I really don't know what you want from me. So Hinek is a bit odd and sometimes he goes off into the woods. So what?
I found out that Hinek goes poaching in the woods and he's got a hideout there. What do you know about it? Don't worry. Hinek has much bigger problems than being caught poaching. And you're not involved in it anyway, are you?
No, I'm not. It's true he used to go hunting in the woods sometimes. When he came back, he'd usually come to me. That's all.
How did you know he'd been to the woods?
He always talked about what he caught. And he never came to me at other times. Probably didn't have the money for it.
Do you know who he sold it to?
He never told me straight up. But who could he sell it to? The innkeeper, I reckon. It makes sense.
For sure. Do you know what route he took? At least the general direction. Anything that could help me find his hideout.
I think he usually went through the woodcutter's camp. Because he always brought me freshly chopped firewood. And he had wood chips on his boots.
Good. So at least I know where to start.
May the Lord watch over you. Sounded right.
Actually, it should.
Is there something you need?
I just want to...
What do you want to know?
When did you last see him?
A few days ago. He came to me late in the evening, drunk.
And that was unusual?
I never saw him drink much. He always came to me sober.
So he was acting strangely that evening.
He was strange. I had the feeling he was afraid of something. He kept prattling on and didn't seem to care about you know what. So I threw him out and I haven't seen him since.
Can you remember anything he said that evening?
Oh, I'm not sure. He went on about some fellow called Lubosh who died. That he was regretting he ever got into it, but he never said what it was. And that it wasn't worth it for the money. Aye, and then he was talking about the money. That was very odd.
What did he say about the money?
Just that he had a pile of it hidden behind his house.
I see. What did you say to that?
What could I say? He was drunk. He kept saying I was a fine girl and other harlots wouldn't go with him even for money. And if I wanted, I could even take half the money and leave. Or he'd go with me and we could get married and such. Oh, just poppycock.
Did you go there for a look?
No, I've got better things to do. Obviously he made it up. Where would a layabout like him get so much coin?
Yes, I understand. Did he tell you exactly where he hid it?
He said he buried it at his father's small holding, in the western corner.
All right, thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
There we go.
Don't be fret, there's no rush.
I forgot about that one. So yeah, after you do something like that, you actually get a buff. Okay, so in the small holding western corner. There we go. Over there. I found Riki's stash. We'll throw the Gambison on the horse until the Gambison is no longer needed. My sword's all bloody still, so I will take the sword. We'll head over to here. Come on, you're in here someplace. Here you are. I find it funny you can repair it with one of the repair kits and nothing will really happen to clean it up. But as soon as you put it on a grinding wheel, it gets cleaned up right away. So now, an interesting sight. Oh, what's the interesting sight? Okay, it's back here. Or is it on this side? Huh. Let's look again. I'm practically standing on it. Maybe there's a fish trap or something. Yeah, oftentimes when you're going like along rivers and such, you'll get an interesting sight. And then that interesting sight you'll look around, and you'll find like you might find like a bottle sitting in the water or a fish trap. If you find a fish trap, you can just literally pull fish out of it. If you find a bottle, generally what will happen is it'll have a few bottles of, or a few things of whatever liquid it says. So you might find some wine or some beer or something in there. It was right around here. What is interesting? Okay. So the interesting bit is right around here someplace. I mean, I don't see anything. Oh well. I'll call it quits. I'm not going to go searching for Riki at night. So
That'd be a shame.
what we'll do instead is we'll go back here to the tavern, and that is the innkeeper. We will talk to the innkeeper.
A knight such as you takes an interest in me.
As you wish.
Yeah, we'll talk to him about Riki.
Son, Hinek.
But ask someone else. They've nothing to do with Riki. They only drive my customers away.
Really? I heard a different story. I heard the two of you do business together.
Who are you, anyway?
A friend of Hinek's. He's gone missing and I need to find him.
I don't know where he is. But if you find the bastard, tell him he still owes me some goods.
About the goods Riki owes you.
What about it?
Well, supposing I settle the account for him and you stop dodging my questions and tell me what I want to know.
I suppose that would be all right.
How much is it?
Before he vanished, I paid him in advance for 5 heirs.
1 ale, please.
That many? I'm not gonna...
Then you're about as much...
I've no time for this. I have to find Hinek and you're gonna help me.
Am I now? Even if I did know, why the hell would I help you?
This is a nice alehouse you have here. It'd be a shame if anything happened to it.
Going straight mafia.
Me?
What do you think? So are you gonna talk or do I have to beat it out of you?
Fine.
That is interesting.
Let's get to the
Oh,
point.
okay.
See now? Where there's a will, there's a way.
I did some deals with Riki, but I swear to God, I don't know where he is.
I hear Hinek has a hideout in the woods he uses for hunting game. Do you know where it is?
Not exactly. That is... I don't know where it is at all.
But...
But I happen to know it's a dark place, a cave or an old mine shaft.
how do you know that?
Whenever Riki was going poaching, he always came to me first for candles and lamp oil. He brought the game skinned and gutted, so we had to have a light for that.
And do you know of any mine shafts nearby?
There's a few of them around. There's one on the opposite bank, a short way off the path leading from the forge to the west. Then there's a mine gallery to the east of the village, up in the woods above the cliffs. And I heard there's one shaft on the headland close to the water.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Watch you don't break your neck, though. It's rough ground, and you could easily fall down a shaft. Take care now.
Is there somewhere I could...
Certainly. For how long?
Just the one night?
Sure, but let's see your coin first. These are harsh times.
Here you go.
You'll like it here. Like sleeping on a cloud it is.
Where do I go to sleep?
That's easy. As soon as you go indoors, at the end of the room on the left, there's a door leading to the chamber. Everything's prepared for you there. Take care now.
All right. So now we'll get ready to go for tomorrow. We'll grab that again. Okay, that's why those are better. How strong am I? Oh, you know what? I think I can use Hans's bow now. Okay, let's... Alright. Yeah, this is the right room. So, one useful thing that kind of breaks is that this is access for everything. So, if I have this chest is linked between all of the chests that you can find in any of the inns, your house at the mill with Bianca, and it will link with a chest that will come up during a couple of other chests that will link up with things that you get during quests. I mean, for a break, it's one of those things like, okay, yeah, it does that. It's not necessarily, in my mind, the best, but it's it's more of an anti-frustration feature, really. Hercules and his diet. How tired am I? I am not very tired at all. I can read it for like 3 or 4 hours. We'll read it for a couple hours. My nourishment is practically nothing. Same with my energy. Did it reset? Maybe. You improve strength. So that'll get me some... you know what? We'll grab another 2 hours. And we'll sleep for a couple hours. And then we'll go back on the road for Riki. So already I'm at 44%, and it took up my strength by 1. So with these skill books, you go up in your experience goes up, not like all at once, but as a gradual thing. So hey, my agility's at 5, which means inventory, weapons. I can use Hans Capon's hunting bow. I can sell off the ash bow. I think I have another villager's bow, which I will use after I wake up. I'll sleep for a few hours till it gets to be past dawn. And then I can grab that, because I don't need that. I'll grab those, because I'm going to have to eat. I don't think he has... Yeah, I don't really have much in the way of food right now. There we go. Much better. And after today, that'll close up. I'm still pretty clean from previous things. I think, we'll see if this place is open, then we'll head north.
the... Jesus Christ. Good luck then.
That is,
What is it you want here?
I wanted to sell shit, but you're apparently not ready to do that yet. Throw those in there. Everything else looks nice and fine, and I hope I can find me some better a better helmet. I really don't like that Grand Bassinet as far as looks goes. It's not a bad helmet as far as like stats or anything, but it's an ugly helmet. Let's face it. Honestly, it's built like a jousting helmet with that long straight thing going all the way down to your neck. That's like an anti-whiplash bit. Let's check the map. Oh. Okay, I gotta go that way. Yeah, having a horse is... And it probably doesn't get me anywhere. Either that or it's the end point for a side quest. That's the one thing about this game. There are a lot of side quests. I haven't really done too many of them. I mean, I think I've only done like one or two. Because there's kind of like, there's like the main story quests. There's like big side quests, and then there's little side quests. The big side quests are things that you generally really want to do. The biggest one, as always, is the reading one, because you really need to do that. Doing the thing for the miller at the beginning is also one that you really almost have to do. If you don't pay him and you don't agree to, you don't agree to do the thing for him, he will actually send people to rough you up. Oh, yeah, you gotta go around or go up the river. I'll head up the river. Okay, here's an interesting site again. I think this one will actually pay off. Well, yeah, I'm standing right on top of it. Ah, yeah, here it is. Basket underwater. If I open it up, somebody hid the moonshine in there. Oh boy. Okay, well, at least that didn't break anything. Let's see what happens if we follow this uphill, which I can't do on horseback. Oh, there we go. Actually, after I do this, I'll probably go after the treasure, follow the treasure map out of Ledechko, simply because that is one of those things that you have to see how. I want you to see how it works. There we go. Nope. This is one all-terrain horse. I don't think you could get an actual horse to go up something like this. But hey, you know, it's still kind of nice to be able to go up a hill. Let's see. Ask the woodsman. Or we can go turn to the left here. There we go. That looks like a... That looks like the cave. Tanner's rack. A couple Tanner's racks. And then... I do find it interesting that whenever it goes into one of these, it always defaults to the longsword. I mean, at the beginning of the game, it makes sense because you're still carrying
what am I to do?
Radzig's sword, but now...
Not that I can expect any useful advice from you. At least, you've no more cares.
Need someone to talk to?
Fuck! Don't kill me. I can explain. I won't tell anyone. I swear. I've no one to tell anyway. Just please don't kill me.
I'm not planning to kill you.
You're not one of Runt's men?
No.
Huh. Then who are you?
I come here in the name of Sir Radzig Kabila and Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the raid on the Neuhof stud farm.
Got no idea what you're on about.
Save your breath. If you want any chance to escape the gallows, you better come clean, all right?
Jesus Christ. This will never be over.
So?
Fine then.
That Neuhof raid of yours didn't turn out quite as planned, did it?
Depends on whose plan you're talking about. We were up to it to grab some loot and bugger off. Only Runt's cutthroats was there to shed blood.
What do you mean, Runt's cutthroats?
There were two gangs then, mine and Runt's. We was only there to steal, but they wanted to slaughter everyone.
But when you realised what they had in mind, you didn't have to go along with it, did you?
But we didn't know nothing, even though we were going to Neuhof. They told us to keep watch on the courtyard, while they were cutting the horses' throats. Jesus, that fucking vexed me. Their horses was the most valuable thing there. When I spoke up, though, Runt gave me such a bollocking, I knew I'd better keep my mouth shut. And when they said we was going to kill anything that moved, then we knew there was no going back.
That gang of yours, what can you tell me about them?
Don't know what you want to know. There was 4 of us. Me, Timmy, Limpy Lubosh, and Pius Pava. Sometimes we'd rob a place or hold up pilgrims. Never nothing fancy.
I'm sure you did mischief enough. Who led you?
Pius. He was the oldest, and he'd mostly find the jobs for us. Plan them and the like. He got us into that fucking mess in Neuhof, too.
What about the others?
Timmy's strong as an ox, with a brain to match. You got more sense out of a fence post. And Limpy, I've been with him the longest. He's my one and only friend, I suppose.
Who got your 2 gangs together? You must have made contact somehow, right?
Pius. He comes to us and says he's got this prime job. We're gonna rob a farm, he says. That was a big deal, because mostly we just did small stuff. Hold up on the road now and then, nothing fancy. When they told us how much we could make on it, well, we just couldn't refuse.
So Pius knew them?
I suppose, but I don't know where from. We even got paid up front. I should have known from the start it was too good to be true.
Where did the rest of your gang end up?
You saw Limpy, right?
Yes, but he's no use to me now. Tell me where I can find Pius or Timmy.
I don't know nothing about Pius. He vanished in the woods, and I haven't seen him since. Timmy, I reckon, went back to the mill where he works.
Which mill?
The windmill a bit north of Neuhof.
Did you know any of Runt's people?
Not a one. They didn't talk to us at all. None of their faces was familiar either. The only thing I know is they called that huge chief of theirs Runt, and Pius warned us to watch out for him.
I don't suppose you know where they got to after the raid?
On the way to Neuhof, Timmy told me he was at their camp with Pius. I reckon that's where they've gone now.
Did Timmy tell you where the camp is?
Somewhere in the woods. He didn't say nothing more. Thing is, Timmy's got quite an imagination. But Pius roared at him to shut it, so I reckon there must be something in it.
Tell me exactly how the raid went down.
Well, we stormed in from the rear. Runt's people started slaughtering the horses. Jesus, that was bleeding horrible. Meanwhile, me and Limpy had a sniff round the stables to see if we could find anything worth pilfering. And in the end, we got lucky.
What did you find?
Smill, Sir Hanish's groom. I don't know why he was up and what he was doing in the stables, but we took advantage of the situation. Limpy grabs him by the throat, and I slapped him round to encourage him to tell us where the money was. Then it all fell apart at the seams, quicker than you'd believe. Runt comes running up and skewers the groom like a pig for roasting. My jaw dropped. I thought the stuff about killing was just tough talk.
And it wasn't?
No, not in the least.
What happened then?
I'm gaping at Smill, stuck through and through, and I noticed this boy standing at the other end of the stables. The stupid sods pointing at us, jaw hanging down to his knees, saying, "I know you." Runt turns to us and hisses, "Take him down." So me and Lubosh start running, because the lad took to his heels. At the same time, we could hear the noise of the skirmish in the courtyard. We caught up with the boy at the next farmhouse. Knock him to the ground, but he bashes me with some piece of iron so hard my head's ringing like a fucking church bell. Limpy grabs it off him and stands over him with his bodkin in his hand, and I start praying. In the end, Limpy just gives him a kick and says, "Beat it, Ginger." And then Runt shows up at the gate and hollers that we gotta go, so we scarp it.
What happened after the raid?
We were waiting for that fool, Timmy. Same place as we met them before, so he'd know where we were, right? Stupid fucking idea. But Pius didn't want to leave him behind. Only when Timmy finally turned up, two of Runt's men were dragging him.
There was some difference of opinion?
You could say that, yeah. They started on us right away that we were traitors. They knew we'd let somebody get away, and now we were going to pay for it. They started trying to surround us, and we knew what was coming. But Limpy took his bodkin and let that fucker have it in the belly.
Runt?
One of the others. Timmy broke free from them, and we all took to our heels. Luckily, they were so buggered from the raid, they didn't follow us for long. They just shouted that they'd find us.
That's all I need to know. So now what do I do with you?
Well...
Hey, over here!
Oh shit. Runt's people. We've got to get out of here.
They're too close. We'll never outrun them.
Fuck.
At least they don't know I'm here. The two of us can take them by surprise.
No fucking way. I'm gone.
Look here. If you run, they'll catch up with you and kill you. And me too. Together, we stand a better chance.
Jesus Christ. All right. I suppose you're right.
prayers. Just when I wanted to vent my rage on someone. Come here. What's up? Get yourself.
Damn it.
You'll get that.
Okay, let's try that again. Let's try this again.
What's going on there? What's that? What have we got here? Entertainment? Great. What's the matter? Come on.
Gone weak at the knees, have you?
Stop, hear me?
You'll get what for.
Stop. I give up.
Looks like that last guy ran off. Okay. Well, Riki's dead. But now I can go and see what we got here. Short sword, trusty companion. A heavy shield. What do we got? We got a bandage. Light tard. The black hood's actually not bad. For food, gloves are really nice. Groschen, a couple more lockpicks. We'll grab the apples because food. The gambeson's actually worth enough. I'll grab that. Then his buddy over here. A hunting sword. Ooh, dark gambeson. Those are nice. Good for stealth later on. A couple more apples. I'll grab that and that. Grab that. Okay. So now we'll go. Right. Use that first. Repair my curious. Can't repair anything else. That's fine. Use the blacksmith's one. Can't repair anything else. Does that heavy shield better than... Oh, the heavy shield's much better than the Talmberg shield. I'll get it repaired and then I'll use that. I'll equip it right now. I'll repair it as soon as I get back to town. Oh. That's probably a level of maintenance. Ooh, level of maintenance that gives me something. Let's see what I can do now. Serrated edge. That one is good. And Riki was somewhere up here when he died. Or he ran away. Oh, now I should put stuff away. No, that's just my horse. I don't think Riki's in here. Yeah, no. I can save here if I really want to. I can grab another dagger. More apples. Another bed. Nothing much in there. Another bed. All right. Now I want to do this. So when you're out in the middle of like nowhere, and you want to do fast travel, oh, that's actually pretty good. That's a lot better than the routing it sometimes normally takes. That gets me back into town. Now, you notice I was happy that I found a dark Gambison. Anytime you see something with the word dark in it, it means it's better for sneaking around in. Generally, it'll take down the stats of visibility and conspicuousness. Noise, it won't necessarily, but that's more a factor of what it is. So now I'm here. I should sidekick. Counts as stolen still? Okay, I can wait to sell that. Talk to the tailor. Let's do some repairs. And yeah, 55. I'm okay with that. So now now the noise goes down too, which is nice. So now, I mean, he doesn't look half bad right now. Not great, but he doesn't look half bad. So now we have some gloves, a few other things. So now we'll talk to him again. We'll talk trade. Now, when you're dealing with selling to these guys, certain things are easier to sell than others, and some places they'll only buy certain things. Let me see how much. I get 265. I'll buy a tailoring kit. Check the basket and we'll haggle.
Can we do something about the price?
Sure, why not?
Now, the big reason why I haggle is it brings up your speech skill.
I'd almost shake on that.
And
Almost.
there's a lot, I mean, a lot of speech checks in this game.
See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
And by taking your speech up higher and higher, it becomes easier and easier to deal with, and you can talk people into doing more things. Let's go to the blacksmith. He'll buy most of the other extra stuff. This time I'm going to be smart and remember to repair stuff on the grinding wheel, because that's just free money, because sale prices are based off of condition. And we can get that out. We can get that out. Alright, here we go. We will... Okay, we'll do that first. Let me see. Mercenaries Bedfellow is the best one so far. So this says hunting sword. What this looks to be is something in Germany they'd call a messer. I can tell you it's a messer because of that little metal tab sticking up by his knuckles. That is called a noggle, which is basically a nail. And that nail is basically hand protection. Let's see. Although with the hunting swords, they kind of put several of them together. Let's do this again. I think that'll do it this time. 99's good enough. We'll sell that
Good
stuff
health
off.
to you.
Let's repair that heavy shield. That heavy shield is good. Then we'll do some trade. What does he have? Oh yeah, I sold some of this stuff to him. So I need to sell him. I'll sell him a dagger, hunting sword, the Tamberg shield, the trusty companion. I got plenty of lockpicks. I'll sell him those 2 lockpicks. Alright, let's haggle.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Why not?
Since it's you,
I'd almost shake on that. Almost.
We'll go to 215.
All right, sir.
All right. So now we know to look for Timmy. I already know. So he says the Miller's north of Neuhof. This is not north of Neuhof. Neuhof is way over here. That is very northeast of Neuhof. Okay, yeah, I mean, I need to go back there and do that stuff too. So now we're going to do what I was saying. We're going to go and look for treasure. So the treasure map is here. So we're going to look at the treasure map. Oh yeah, and I get reading skill for doing that. So you can see Ledechko and the road and everything else. So you can see. I can't actually see. I can't actually move a mouse on here, but on the left in the high side, there's Ledechko, and then there's the river, and there's the other part of Ledechko. So we're going to go out of Ledechko, heading to the west along there, and then head up. That's going to be in the hills because that's going to correspond to this forested area over here. Now, I haven't actually been here yet, so the forested area is not showing up, but that's where we're going to go and look for treasure. Now, treasure in this game can come in a few categories. Sometimes you're just going to find like a chest in a cave. Sometimes you're going to find a grave. There are a couple cases you just find just like a basket sitting there. Sometimes you're going to find one and you can't do anything with it because it is just way too hard to pick the lock or something like that. For the moment, a city marker. Interesting sites are sometimes there's nothing to them. It's just, oh, look, somebody made a pile of rocks out in the middle of nowhere. Sometimes it's a, oh, hey, you just found some dude's moonshine stash. Or fishing spot where you put down some fishing traps. Okay, I'm definitely getting into the there's no more road here portion. So now I'm over here. Time to get off the horse. Because I'm looking for like a mine shaft entrance or something. Generally, it's not too hard to find them if you look in the right spot. I gotta pause for 1 second. And we're back. Let's see, phone calls, and now I'm still looking for an entryway. Let's see if anything. Sometimes on the treasure maps, it'll give you other things. Is it? So, actually, we might not be too far away. I don't know how this got here. But then, ooh, lots of booze. From where? There's no roads. There's no nothing around here. Now, it did show that inlet and bridge, and it went up about the same point. So possibly that'll be a fairly good thing to help me find the opening to the mine. Okay, I'm in the Sessile Woods. Head up the side of the hill. Keep looking. Yeah, look for... I'm also looking for, like, seams and the like, because that's usually where you're going to find that... you're going to find something. I used to know exactly where this was, but I haven't played this game in years. So we'll just keep looking. And honestly, a lot of times when you're searching, it's going to be kind of like this. You're going to be like, okay, I know approximately where I need to be, but now I got to look exactly. And until you either like know the points real well, or you know, you just gotten the hang of it, you're going to be kind of running around and looking. Nope. Nope. Up in the hill more. Over the side more. Let's see what we got on the map. Okay. We've got quite a bit on the map already, so it's probably farther uphill then. And sometimes when you're looking for these things, you can't find them simply because you're looking at it from the wrong angle. You're covered from seeing it by a rise, by a sudden drop. Like right here. Nope. That is a place where you'd often find one of those mine entrances. Not this time, but it is a place you would likely find it. Let's see. Where are you? There we go. This is probably where I need to go. Let's see. So now I'm going to duck. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to look around. We'll... Maybe not. That's where I would expect it to be. Unless, of course... Oh, might as well pick up a cave mushroom. There's something to dig in here. It's either that or it's right outside and I'm missing it. Because that is also a possibility. Let's take a look at our map one more time. I'm not sure if it's saying it's actually... I mean, it looks like it's saying it's actually in there. But I don't see nothing. Oh. I'll keep looking a little bit longer. Consolation Cross? Well, if there's a cross, that means there might be a... Oh, this was always kind of neat. So all of these little crosses and shrines that are scattered throughout the game actually are names of like the initial Kickstarters, the people who actually, you know, put up money and help pay for this from the beginning. I think it's kind of a cool way to keep track of everybody. Well, so that did not work. So let's head back to Ledechko. I'll have to come back out at a later point in time and try again. I don't know. Do I have to come back to Ledechko for anything? I should check Ledechko for books and maps. The biggest thing you want to look for actually are like the books and the maps, because they're free experience and free loot. I'll drop that back in there. And what's really crazy is you can find the books with all sorts of different people. Innkeeper. Dude, this innkeeper is hella lazy. Every time you see him during the day, he's just leaned up against the wall here. He doesn't do nothing. You can always buy food from him, but that's about it. So some of the bathhouses will sell stuff. I can't remember if this is one of them.
How are you?
Yeah, let's talk trade. Bandages, and basically they sell potions and stuff. That's actually pretty good. I mean, we got... He doesn't have anything. He had one of the... I think he had a book. Although he might have already sold it to me. Double check.
Good day to you.
Hercules and... Oh. It restocked. I'm pretty sure I got Hercules' diet in here. Yeah, Hercules' diet number 2. So be careful about that. It might actually... you might actually... not buy something twice by mistake.
Jesus Christ. Take care now.
Okay, he doesn't sell anything.
Yeah.
Good day to you. The Lord watch over you.
Okay, I sold him that. He does need that, and I sold him the die. Some of the shields, spiked club, the robber's sword, human bow. Well, he hands us a quest.
Is something troubling you?
I wouldn't say it's troubling me exactly, my boy, but I've heard talk about the Sasso blacksmith and I'm losing sleep over.
What talk might that be?
They say they've heard him chanting when he tempers steel, and that nothing of his ever breaks.
Using spells to strengthen...
That's what they say. They say he was always muttering something.
Maybe he's just...
Well, he's getting...
Well, if it's troubling you, go and have a look for yourself.
Easy for you to say. I have too much work to do.
And, how could I help with that?
Simple enough. Go there and find out if there's any grain of truth in it.
I suppose asking costs nothing.
Just don't ask him outright about any sorcery.
Don't worry, I'm not that daft.
Good, good. And don't worry, you won't be the poorer for it. Once you find out what's what, I'll find a way to recompense you.
All right. I'll go and see if there's anything to the stories.
Good, but be subtle about it. Don't go embarrassing yourself, or me. God be with you.
Yeah, your boots wear out pretty quickly. Other than that, it's not too bad, but just getting into one fight and blocking a few hits can really do a number on your gear. So you have to be ready to do repairs really quickly. So from here to Ledechko, it's almost a straight shot down to this bridge, which goes past the Millers, the bathhouse there. And I'm going to go up and get the Dead Man's Ring for Peshek and get more quests and stuff. And then Bernard's up here at the combat trainer.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Somewhere along there, there's something interesting. Alright, there we go. That's the right way for me to go. Now, as you can see, I can pretty much tell where I am on the map, but there's no, like, pathing or anything like that. You just have to kind of dead reckon it, which isn't too bad. Then, no, I want to go that way, because this will take me to where I want to go. It's a big farmhouse. Loud dog. Just a regular townsman. Apparently I'm close enough that this counts as me being in town. And I can come up behind here. This is the far side of the miller's place.
Yeah.
Tanner. Oh, herb garden. So yeah, one of the things that will happen when you're running around in the forests and stuff, sometimes you'll just run across a herb garden filled with herbs that are going to be useful when you do alchemy. And a lot of times it'll just be, you know, a stick, a stick fence around it, and a bunch of herbs that you can pick. It's actually really nice. Today I'll learn to make a marigold concoction, and I will show you how the alchemy system works. But first, we're gonna go and try to get ourselves a ring off of a dead man. Now, historically speaking, the raid happened in like late September, early October, the raid on Skalitz. So everything would have been pulled in. You wouldn't see quite so many flowers blooming, but yeah, you wouldn't be seeing a lot of farming being done. This is the headsman's place, and here is the gallows. So yeah, now I'm going to go and dig up his body.
Nothing on the left hand. The right? Oh shit, there's nothing there either. Where the fuck is that ring? Oh, the stench makes me want to puke. Peshek will pay for this.
I'll just do this because this will be quicker. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, doing the fast travel occasionally is kind of nice, especially if you have to go long distances. But it's really kind of better if you actually go along, because you need to fill in pieces of the map. You need to you need to find the note.
In the grave, but no ring. What the fuck is going on?
Easy, Hal. Hold your horses. If the ring wasn't on the corpse, the executioner must have taken it before he buried the body.
I can see where this is going. You want me to get the ring from the executioner?
Clever lad. Only I wouldn't recommend talking to him about it. He's a bit touchy on the subject of robbing the dead. It'd be better to pinch it from his house.
All right, I'll go and find that ring.
It should be in a trunk somewhere in the house. And look here, Henry. Do you know how to get past a lock?
Get past the lock? You mean jemmy it off with a crowbar?
No, you don't. I mean the delicate, gentle art of opening it quietly and with sensitivity, like popping a young maiden's cherry.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to try that yet.
Fucking hell. How did I get landed with a cretin like you? I'll have to teach you then. Come with me.
Bye. Try unlocking this trunk.
Hold the lock to the right and use it to feel. Got it? Good. Now turn the whole lock to blade. But don't stop holding the tumbler with the pin. You're a dab hand, pal. Make something out of you yet. Remember, this trunk's only for practice. Real life.
Yeah, this trunk is a training tool. It allows you to practice lockpicking on it. You open it, you close it, and it relocks itself. Which is honestly kind of how you learn to pick locks. I picked up a lockpicking kit, and I got a level of stealth too. So let's see here and there. After a certain point, it's probably no longer worthwhile to pick this thing. But until it isn't, I should check to see. So I got a lockpicking skill. Let's see. Lasting lockpicks. Lockpicks do break, especially on the higher level locks, but after a point in time, you don't have too much issue. But until then, you really need to pay attention to the durability of your lockpicks. And yeah, I'm using keyboard and mouse to do this. I thoroughly recommend, if you have access to keyboard and mouse, to use that when picking locks. Picking it with the controller is nowhere near as good. I mean, when your lock picking gets better, you tremble less as well. How many times can I practice picking the same lock? Actually, I should check that I'm actually getting... What else do I have? Oh, I have a reading skill. Yeah, Magistrate's always good. So, let's see. Lockpicking. 3. It's almost a 4. So, we'll try it again. Oh, and I ran it out. That does not mean it's the only thing I can't lockpick. So, alright, here we go. And there's new level of lockpicking. So let's see. That's funny. It doesn't actually count as stolen. I can sell the bludgeon later. So now that I got all of that, first things first, we'll go and we'll talk to the executioner. Get off. We'll just go up the hill and talk to him. Do. Probably should have just picked the lock on the... Huh. Let's see if he does anything to me.
What's it to be?
Oh, I can talk to him.
Miller Peshek sent me. He's very sorry, but by mistake he didn't give you the full weight of flour last time. He says you should come and get the balance.
That rogue. How much is it?
Half a sack. That's nothing to sneeze at.
It certainly isn't. I'll go there right away. Huh.
What? This is nothing but an ordinary cop.
Alright, now we'll give Peshek a little bit of time. We'll throw everything that's stolen onto the horse, because that makes it harder for people to notice it. And we'll go back to Peshek in a little bit. But first, we're going to go into town, and we're going to learn to make marigold decoctions. Because bleeding to death sucks.
Judging by that ugly gob, you must be Henry.
What do you want with me?
Miller Peshak described you in detail. And he was all...
Huh?
They nursed you back to health.
Sirs, you aren't the first to mix me up with this Henry fellow. I'm sure you don't want to end up at the bailiffs for harming an innocent man.
Of course. Forgive me. You're another...
Huh?
And there were the debt collectors. Which, apparently... I mean, I could have beaten them up. That's always fun. But, getting into a bunch of extra fights can be interesting. Is that... No, just regular guard. He's dressed a lot like Nightingale. So here we go. Talk to the apothecary.
Good health to you.
Would you teach me more about...
Certainly.
I'm interested in...
Wouldn't you rather...
Okay, so...
Well,
I don't know enough about that. So now I can go into here. And here you have... Oh, the Alchemist's Dream. That's a good one. We'll grab the Marigold. The Marigold's not too expensive. You can also get a lot of your ingredients from him. You can also get a bunch of... Oh, that's right. Does he have it? He has Nighthawk. Wow, Nighthawk's super expensive. So the Nighthawk potion gives you actually decent night vision. Lullaby is not too bad when you're setting out something. Embrocation, digestion. Can't remember what Cockerel does. Buck's Blood, increased stamina, Bowman's Brew, Artisanal. And antidotes. Oh, that's right. That's another one I want to have. Recipe. Antidotes. Now, if you see the little star, next to things, it means you haven't read one of them yet. So,
well, we can
once you finish a book,
satisfied?
It doesn't show up with a star anymore, so you don't have to
Well,
like
now,
read
a
it
little
again.
more and we'll shake on it.
We'll do 570.
Finally.
Okay, so now that I've done that, that door is hard locked, but that just means I need to go around. Because right here, and it's set up like this because you can you can rob from them if you lockpick that, but you can start doing your alchemy here. Oh, I should, let me see. There's Bivoli's Rage, save your schnapps. Oh, So, like, yeah, I can do the new ones. But what I need to do first is read the books. Now that I've read the books, I start alchemy. And now I have Antidote, Vivaldi's Rage, Save Your Schnapps, and Marigold Deconcoction. So I need nettles and marigolds. Which I probably don't have on... Oh, I have marigolds on me. Let's see. Hey, horsey, do I have some nettle on you? I do. Okay, now that I have that, I can start this. Here's how it works. You go to your book. You find out what you want to do. So I need water, 1 handful of nettles, 2 of marigolds. So drop the nettles in, cook, cool off, then 2 marigolds. So you prepare it. Now your marigolds and nettles are here. Whenever you see something, you go, I have ingredient nettle. First thing you have to do is fill that. It said agua, so we're going to do, or aqua, so we'll put water in. Once the water's in, now you can start adding ingredients. First I grab the nettle. So I'll take a handful of it. Now, by taking that handful, I can throw it in like a mortar or a dish, or I throw it in the cauldron. So I throw it in the cauldron, and then there's a bellows. So I pull on the bellows, and technically you're supposed to flip the sand glass so you can see it. But what you really do is if you need to do it for more than one run, you just pull it again. The timing of the sand glass and one pull are pretty much the same. So I needed 1 nettle and 2 marigolds. So I take my first handful of marigold. I put it in the cauldron. I take my second handful of marigold. And I put it in the cauldron. And now that that's good, I grab as soon as I grab that, this will complete the potion. So I'm going to dump it. And then you've brewed potion marigold. So that will increase your alchemy a bit. Then I have to go back here and I'm going to do it again. I'm going to go water. Nettle. Bellows. Wait for that to cool down. One. And 2. Now, if you have to do things like distill it, you can do distilling on the still. You can crush things in the mortar and pestle. There's a few other things you can end up doing. You have different bases of it. What time is it anyway? Okay. we'll head back to the Ratte Mill. If Peshek's still awake, we'll talk to him. If not, we'll just go to sleep and talk to him in the morning. Honestly, doing the first couple quests for Miller Peshek are really important because they open up the Millers.
Hey, lad! Don't you want a little wager on the Ratte tourney?
Oh, yeah. With the Ratte tourney, once you start going to it, you can wager with him. Generally...
What do you want from me?
I have that ring for you.
Good. Nice to know you're the sort of lad I can trust with a job like that. Now run with the ring to Wojtek, the miller in Kohelnitz. He'll have some work for you, and I'll have something for you soon too. A clever fellow like you will never want for work. At the very least, I'll buy risky goods from you. I mean the kind that used to belong to someone else and you can't sell to just anyone.
You'll buy stolen goods from me. Oh, thanks for your trust. I'm sure that'll come in useful.
Been a pleasure.
Okay, so now he's going to buy stuff. Scarily enough, he's one of the better people to sell stuff to. I'm going to sell off all this crap. Those two Savior schnapps that are stolen. He'll also buy... I mean, he'll buy pretty much anything. We'll sell him the unknown potion too.
I've got some goods here.
All right. Take care.
I mean, I could probably keep those, but I'm not going to. Now, you can see he also has a map. I'll buy that from him, and I'll buy the skill book, and I will... I'll pay him. At least for right now.
Since it's you.
Come now, just a little more, and we have a deal. Finally, a reasonable sum.
So now that I've done all of that, I'm probably not that sleepy as of yet, so I'll sit down. And I can do some reading. Let's take a look at this treasure map. Which one's this treasure map? That's from Ratte. Oh, that one's way up in the hills. That one I'm not going to do with you guys. Do the alchemist dream first. Oh yeah, and yeah, you know what? We'll just do that. 4 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4. You've improved in alchemy. I'll go to sleep for a little bit. And now I'm a little hungry. Let's see, can I eat from the pot? I can eat from the pot again. We'll open the door. So the next miller that we want to talk to, he's up along the road here. And I'm a better rider.
Yeah.
So for right now, we're just going to ride down this road. Now, you can't fish in the game, per se. You can hunt with a bow. You can't really even see it, but there are fish traps that you can find along the side that you can just open up and get some fish out. You can't swim, so most places you can't actually go across this this river here. You can only go up to probably about knee height in the water before it's like, nope, it's too deep. I'm not gonna go there. There's an interesting sight. I don't think there's anything important about that interesting site. Another cross or shrine. Probably somebody's name who was important to the, or, you know, who was a big backer in Kickstarter. Is that a proto dam? We wanted to build a dam, but we didn't quite finish it. Or we wanted to build a bridge and we didn't quite finish it. Okay, there's a little sluice. Okay, that's to run his water. That totally makes sense. That is kind of a dam. I can go across this.
It's too deep here.
Yeah, and if you look, it's like, that don't look that deep, does it? These are not something I need to pick. Oh well. Might as well get some strength. That's some muddy ass water. Mill maid. Ah. Miller. Is he serious? He's still asleep? It is. Oh, it's only like 7-ish. But let's see. That one I don't need anymore. I'll just head outside. In theory, I can read anywhere. You just read better. Oh. It wasn't quite 100%. That's a little annoying. Oh well, I'll finish it off. And now I've already read the book. So next I can read is the book of... that's the Miller.
God be with you.
Miller Peshek from Ratai sent me with this ring for you.
A ring?
Here it is.
Useless fucking bauble. You must be Henry, right? Peshek told me about you.
What the... Why did you throw it away? Do you know how much trouble I had to get it? Peshek said it was important to you.
Like I said, it's a piece of junk. It was just a test to see if you've got the balls to work for the Miller. It's a custom of ours. testing fledglings in the trade with a nice little wild goose chase. We need to see if you'll be hobbled by pointless principles, or if you're willing to use your head. Congratulations. You passed the test, and now we'll have a few jobs for you.
I'd like you to teach me how...
Certainly.
I'd like to practice...
All right, but it'll cost you. Now, pay...
I've got some goods here.
All right.
Who Needs a Key, Volume 1. So we'll grab both of those. Go to sell. We'll sell the Alchemist's Dream. Honestly, right now, I don't have a lot of stuff to sell. That's okay. You know what? I will just pay it off. Now I have a couple of skill books that I need to read. I could sell the Warhammer, but that's actually useful. I need to get some... I need to get a few things and read some more books. So now that that's that, we're going to go into Ratai, and we're going to get the wine for Lady Stephanie. And we'll give you a...
Yeah.
Is there what's this? Did I just find... I just found a Sally port. We'll lockpick our way through the Sally port, because nobody's looking down here. I mean, I'll close the door so nobody else gets in, but yeah, Sally port. Let's see. The trader's down this way. I believe this is his place. I mean, it looks like a trader's. Conrad Hagen.
God be with you.
Lady Stephanie of Talmberg sent me to...
And what would she like? Fine clothes from Venice? Exquisite spices from Arabia? Jewels from Germany?
Wine. Good wine.
Ah. Would beer be enough?
As a gift for a noble woman's wedding? No, it definitely wouldn't.
Then that's going to be a problem. I gave the last keg of good wine away as a prize for the archery competition tomorrow.
Shit.
Hmm.
Can I enroll in the competition?
But of course. Go to the shooting range above Rattay.
Well, I suppose I'll just have to find a way to get it.
I'm sorry, there's nothing more I can do to help.
And does he have anything interesting? Hercules and his diet. Oh, they have this book in multiple places. And you can read lesser books. So if you have like an 8 or 9 in a skill, you can still read the beginner's book. As long as you haven't read it before. Once you read it once, you can't read it again. So as you go along, you want to read these books. They help you out. Some quite a bit. They generally give you enough experience to go up one level within like the span they keep. So like the book 2 can get you, definitely can get you from 5 to 6. It has most of what you need to get from like 6 to 7 or 7 to 8. Doorway. It's right behind that bush. Yep. Now, they say tomorrow. But if you come here immediately after going, hey, after finding out about the archery competition, and you enroll in it, you kick off the archery competition to win the wine.
My respects to you.
I've heard there's a contest happening, and that the prize is a keg of fine wine.
That's true. I bought the finest wine to be had in the province.
I'd like to take part.
Do you know the rules?
I don't.
You shoot 7, 13, or 21 arrows, depending on who you're shooting against. The straw surround is worth 1 point, the white ring 2, and the bullseye 3. Whoever finishes shooting first gets 3 extra points. The round ends when everyone has finished shooting, and whoever has the most points wins. It's the custom to wager on it, to make it more interesting, see?
All right.
Just one more thing.
Got it.
Splendid. Here's some arrows for you. Meanwhile, I'll round up the... Take care.
Yeah, for these archery competitions, shooting first almost never seems to be the right call. Simply because you can destroy them once you get dialed in. As you can see, we got the same number of shots left, and I'm double anybody else's score. And I have been bullseyeing it. This bow actually performs a lot better than the first one. And I think the pull is actually... And see, that's what happens if you let go too soon. But I'm so far ahead that I'm not going to worry about it. I'll wait for them to finish their shots.
Congratulations once more. And here, as promised, a cask of the finest wine in the province.
Thank you.
you know what? I'm going to pick up another quest. One with some more combat in it so you can see a bit more of it. I can come up here, talk to Bernard.
Any chance of some work here, Captain?
It all depends on what you're ready to do, my lad. As I'm sure you've noticed, the roads around here are swarming with brigands. Sir Hanush has declared quite a reward for dealing with them.
So what do you think I should do about them?
We know about one of their encampments. It's to the east of Ratai in an abandoned mine. I don't really mind how you deal with them. Anyway, the leaders generally wear spurs, maybe like they're pretending they're nobility. Who cares? In any case, bring me the spurs, and I'll take it as proof that the deed's done.
Very well. I'll see to it.
Wait. In addition, Sir Hanush has offered a reward for every bandit who's killed. So take a good sharp dagger. You'll get a bit extra for each ear you bring.
Isn't that a bit barbaric?
Barbaric ways for barbaric times, my boy.
That does make sense, I must admit.
Yeah, don't steal right in front of him.
Oh my god.
So yeah, that's where we're gonna find some bandits. So we'll go out on the road.
Lord, you made it out alive.
It's funny. You have to find a fast travel path. So if you, in order to go to Sasau by a fast travel, you have to get there at least once. But even if you don't know what's on the map, you can still plot the best route. So if I come into Sasau from the north, what will happen is if I then try to go to Ledechko, I'll leave it to the east, and it'll just know the right route to take. The fast travel always follows a road, and there are always chances of things happening to you on the road. And that will knock you out of fast travel at times. So now, I'm on my way. I should be getting close. It's taking a while to open up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some long distance arrows set up. Get a shield. I'm going to double check that. So it's stab, right, or left, bottom, right. Stab, left, bottom, right. Oh, it just still has that alert up. Bandits.
What have we got
Raise
here?
the alarm!
Entertainment?
Watch out!
I've gone weak at the knees.
Had enough? Ow. Oh, shit. Ow. You all get what for?
I'll find you. You can't hide from me.
Now, now. Oh dear, did that hurt?
It did. Come on, come on, come on. Try to hit me, try to hit me. I did not do well.
Ow. Fuck it. Yeah. You'll get what for.
Come on, come on, come on. Try it, try it.
Herrgott! I'm over here. Oh, fucking hell. On again.
It turns up willing.
Hey, all of you, gather here. Show what you're made of. Bring it on. Over here! Where is everyone? Quick! Who's there? Well landed. I'll slaughter you.
And I got killed again. Yeah, so combat in this game can be very very hard. So I'm gonna call it here for the day and bring you back, hopefully not for me dying a bunch again. Thank you for coming by, and glad to talk to you. See you another time. Bye.